Okay, I'll be doing many more videos on how to repair appliances. So subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the videos. And comment good or bad. Also, if I use a part to repair the appliances, I'll put a link in the description so you can buy from this channel. Let's get started. In this video, I'll be showing you how to replace a thermistor on your Maytag Bravo XL electric dryer. Okay, first thing you want to do is remove the power cord for safety reasons. Tools needed for this project: putty knife, Phillips head screwdriver, 1/4 inch nut driver, T15 Torx bit, pliers. These tools will be available in the description. Okay, with the dryer turned to the back, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You remove the top cover and the bottom cover with 1/4 inch screws. Now to remove the control panel, you just get a putty knife, stick it in and push the spring in on the left side, and that'll release the control panel. And then you go to the right and do the same thing. Push the spring in and it'll pop up. Okay, now what you want to do from the back, you want to lift the control panel up, slide it forward, and lean it over and remove the 2 connectors that connect the control panel to the board. And you depress them, and the other one you pull tab down and pull out, and it's released. Okay, now to disconnect the wires going, the wire harness is going to the board. You have 2 to the left. You just slide those out, push tabs, and slide out. So that's the second one. The first one's already been removed. Then you have a white and a blue. The white, you push the tabs and slide out. And with the blue one, you just pull out. Now you have a 1/4 inch screw that holds the whole board into place. So you want to unscrew that. And it's unscrewed, and now you want to remove the board. So simply slide the board to the left out of the slots and pull out. Now your board is free of the lid. Now to remove the lid, you need to remove these 2 1/4 inch screws. And there's one been removed and the other one. Now that being removed, now all you have to do is go to the front of the dryer, tap it forward, and it slide right off the dryer. Okay, to remove the front door, you need to take 1/4 inch screws, remove the 2 on the left and the 2 on the right. Okay, to disconnect the door switch as well as the internal light, because once you move the door, that's still connected and you don't want to damage the harnesses. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that needs to be removed. The top 3 are T15 screws, and the bottom 2 are Phillips heads. So they've been removed. And then at the very bottom of the dryer, you have 1/4 inch screws, 4 that needs to be removed. Once you removed all those screws, you're ready to remove the door. Just lift up on the door and set it to the side. Okay, next we're removing the bulkhead. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. The motion sensor connection. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the lint filter housing. Okay, now to remove the bulkhead, you just lift up on it and remove it off the slots, and just that easy. Okay, to remove the belt, you're going to take your right hand, have it over the plastic pulley, left hand, push it to the left. And with your right hand, peel the belt off the pulley. Once again, with your right hand, your hand over the pulley, with your left hand, push the idler to the left and peel the belt off the pulley. Hand over the pulley, with your left hand, push the idler to the left and peel the belt off the pulley. Slide the drum out. Now, make sure the belt isn't caught around anything. Slide it on. And you have 2 1/4-inch head screws that mount the thermistor to the blower housing. So you're going to have to remove those 2. That keeps the thermistor in place. It mounts the thermistor. Remove those screws and remove the thermistor. Replace the thermistor with a new thermistor. Slide it in place. And what you want to do is hand tighten the 1/4-inch screws to get it started. And once you get it started, you can go ahead and tighten it down with a manual drive, or what I have, electric drive. And then simply slide the connections back onto the terminals. And you're good. And you replace the thermistor. Okay, just slide the drum in. Pick it up, pick the belt up, put the drum in the middle. They have a little mark that goes around the drum to let you know where the belt goes. Slide the drum as far back as possible. Make sure the belt rib is on the inside. The rubber part goes on, that touches the drum. The material part goes. Okay, you're going to slide the drum to reinstall the belt. You're going to slide the drum inside the cavity of the dryer. The belt should be rubber side touching the drum. Material side on the outside, rubber side touching the drum. You want the belt dangling over those 2 pulleys, one on the left, which is yellow, and the pulley on the right, which is white. So push the drum all the way back first, as far as it can go, and the bottom of the drum should be sitting on the rollers. Now set the belt in position to be in front of these 2 pulleys. You're going to wrap the belt around the motor pulley, which is one on the left, and then you're going to push the idler pulley all the way to the left and loop it around the front of that belt right there. Loop it around there. Peel it right back on there. Okay, there you go. Now it's on the idler pulley, it's ready. And what you want to do is kind of turn the drum slowly to make sure that it's on correct and it won't roll off. And once you test it a few times, then you're pretty good. All right, looks like it's rolling pretty properly. Installation of the bulkhead. Those rollers down there will go underneath the dryer drum, right up underneath there. It slide right up underneath there, so it turns the front of the dryer drum. And what you want to do is slot the bulkhead. Has at the top has 2 little slots that slide right into the top of the bulkhead. Then you want to lift up on the middle inside part of the drum to be able to slide that bulkhead underneath the drum and positioning those rollers on the drum so it'll roll correctly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4-inch screws that mount the dryer on. Okay, those screws have been mounted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the bulkhead is securely mounted to the body of the dryer. Mounting of the lint filter housing. When mounting that, always put the bottom in first. And then you want to slide the top up into the housing of the lint filter. And that takes 4 1/4-inch screws. You might have to play with it a little bit to get it in position. I had a little trouble with it, but don't force it. Just let it relax and then it'll all fall in place. Now connect the moisture sensor. Now to install the front door. I want to put the brackets on top, kind of in place to align the door properly. Okay, now we're gonna put our 1/4-inch screws. Don't screw them down tight, but kind of put them in there to kind of have it hanging on the top so you can properly align the door with the other, let's see, 10 screws. So just kind of screw a couple in, but not all the way in. Okay, line that bracket in properly. And you're gonna screw 2 1/4-inch screws. And like I said, not too tight, because we got to move it around a little bit. Okay, now you got the 1, 2, 3 T15s and 1, 2 Phillips. And then you have 4 more at the bottom. The Phillips at the bottom has been added. And the T15s have been added. And here's the screws at the bottom, 4 1/4-inch screws. They go at the bottom. Okay, now you need to retighten those 1/4-inch screws at the top. And now you're gonna reconnect the door switch and the interior light of the dryer. And now we're gonna slide the lid on. Just line it up and just slide it forward and it should lock into the slots, if not kind of adjust it. And just hit it with your open palm and make sure it's straight and locked into place. And you have your 1/4-inch screws to screw in and lock it in place. and we're gonna get the right side. Okay, the control board had those 4 connections that go on the board, not from the panel. But it screws this 1/4-inch screw in to mount the board onto the dryer. Now reconnect the components. Blue goes there. White goes there. And another white there. And another white there. And now we have to add the control panel. Those 2 easy. Connections are pretty easy. Snap it into place there, and one more goes right down into that slot right there. Press down, and it's in. Now we pull the control panel back. Okay, we're gonna put the control panel, the springs, we're gonna lock it in place. Now I'm gonna put the lower cover and the upper cover. 2 1/4-inch screws for the lower cover. And for the upper cover, you have 5 1/4-inch screws. Okay, this project is complete with this Maytag Bravos XL electric dryer of installation of a thermistor. I'll be doing many more how-to step-by-step videos on how to repair appliances. So hit the like button, comment, good or bad, subscribe to the station so you can see these videos. And if I am using a part to repair the appliance, a link will be in the description so you can buy from this channel. Have a good one.